How you doing, everyone? My name is Joe Dino, and welcome back to another Overwatch developer update. So today, Jeff Kaplan finally announced that the new hero, Hero 27, was actually named Brigitte. Brigitte happens to be Torbjorn's daughter, and has a very close relationship with Reinhardt also. So she's supposed to be Reinhardt's squire. As a kid, she used to watch Torbjorn, mess with his tools, make things, building armor, all that type of stuff. And she kind of carried the trait in which she would also try to build stuff on her own, repair armor. And the reason she wanted to become Reinhardt's squire is, I guess, because she supported him. He's kind of the godfather figure. And in the beginning, she would just heal his armor if he was ever damaged, help with small things there. Then she realized she wanted to join Overwatch or try to get involved in the fight and become the shield for everyone else. So for her type of character, she's supposed to be used as mainly a support, but she can also be used as a tank, which is new because most support characters are pretty weak when it comes to HP and don't have many defense abilities except for Symmetra. So one of her things is called Rocket Flail, which is like the melee weapon that she uses. It has a decent range, it can hit a lot of enemies. The ability that she has is called Whip Shot, where she's able to send the rocket flail further and then it hits enemies back. So what I'm thinking of is, imagine Roadhog using his whip, but instead the whip would actually push enemies back and it would damage them. So you could actually knock someone off the map that way, just do damage, and apparently the flail has a very good range, so it would be able to do very good damage. And her passive is called Inspire. So whenever she's using the rocket flail or does damage from whip shot, whenever one of those does damage, it will have a healing radius. So anyone that's near the area when she's doing a melee attack will be healed. So if you have a bunch of characters around her and she's hitting people, the radius will be there and then they get healed. So in a sense, it's kind of like Lucio, where if they're around her, they're able to get healed, and that's going to be the main purpose of her, which is more along the lines of a tank, because usually people surround a tank while support usually stays in the back but also tries to be close. So she kind of works in that way. She does have a shield, that's one of her other things. It's mainly used to save herself, so Reinhardt's mainly uses his shield in order to save others, but hers is pretty small, so it only saves herself. And if a character was to go behind her, obviously you can go behind another character and protect yourself. It can be used in that way, but that's not the main way to use it. It's mainly for her. She's also able to do a shield bash with said shield, where she lunges forward, hits an enemy, and then they have a stun effect, which is kind of like McCree's flashbang, where it stuns them for a brief period of time, and then you can deal damage to them. She has what Jeff said was a targeted heal ability, which is called Repair Pack. It's a very big heal. It's made to help those who are either taking a lot of damage and about to die, or if the character has, let's just say, 190 out of 200 health, if the ability Repair Pack was to be used, they would gain bonus armor for a certain amount of time. I don't know the exact amount of armor or how much it's going to give, but that will probably be, revealed as soon as the character actually becomes available, instead of just in the test right now. So that's her other one. And her ultimate happens to be called Rally. Much like what I was saying before about her passive, where it's a big radius and it would heal someone. For Rally, Trumps will go, she'll yell, whatever that works, and then the radius will give everyone around it armor. It will stack up, it's very limited, but that's the way she's going to be played. You're going to try to surround her. You're going to want her every step of the way, trying to get with her. So if you're ever in a tight pinch and you can't really get past, you try to use Rally. Everyone would come together. You would get as much armor as you can, do as much healing as you can, because she can use her Rocket Flail and Whip Shot at the same time while using her ult. And that would just be a massive amount of health just pushing forward. And if you have a massive amount of people with you, if you have all 6 teammates with you and she's using her ultimate and Rocket Flail and Whip Shot, it's kind of like a walking bomb of health. So imagine D.Va doing more damage and just giving health there and there and there. D.Va fused with Torbjorn, fused with Lucio. It's kind of like that. Armor is being provided, health is being given, and a giant tank is just supporting you. So Brigitte moves faster, and she's the only one who moves faster, and those are all of her abilities. The Rocket Flail is obviously the name of her weapon, Whip Shot, Repair Pack, her passive of Inspire, which gives the healing radius, and that was it. They gave just a little bit of information regarding her backstory. Obviously, she's Torbjorn's daughter. Reinhardt, goddaughter, I guess, and that's the way she's going to be played. A lot of people usually use supports as obviously supports, but they've always wanted to get like into the fray, where they would actually start fighting, but they couldn't do so because they were only a support. And then a lot of times tanks would always just take the hits, but also kind of want to support their teammates in a different way. So that's kind of the reason why Brigitte was made, so that way she can kind of be the one for you if you want to put the two together. I would definitely use something like her. My main is Torbjorn, so when I found out that she had a daughter, that was kind of interesting for me. And then when Jeff said that Torbjorn was also trying to get, you know, buffed a little bit, that made me really happy because I use him all the time. So she's kind of just an armor giver, a healer, but she can also be used as like an offensive, which is actually very cool. So obviously we're going to get more information about Brigitte as time passes, and for now we can just only wait and see what Jeff has planned. And that was pretty much my review on Brigitte. If you have any comments, you can leave down below. If you liked the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I will be sure to see you guys in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching.